On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Exploit.
To make full use of and gain an advantage from resources, opportunities, etc.
Examples:
Exploit a security hole. Exploit a valuable opportunity. We exploit our mining resources to strengthen our national power.
Disproportionately.
In a way that is not reasonably or appropriately balanced, equal, or distributed, in a manner that is unequal or excessive about something else.
Examples:
Disproportionately affected. Disproportionately high. The rich can often disproportionately benefit from tax breaks and other advantages.
Athlete.
A person who competes in one or more sports that involve physical strength, speed, or endurance.
Examples:
Become a professional athlete. High school athletes. His dream is to become an Olympic athlete.
Diminish.
To reduce or be reduced in size, extent, or importance, to make something smaller, weaker, etc.
Examples:
Diminish a reputation. Diminish swelling. As people get old, their energies may diminish.
Undersized.
Smaller than the usual or expected size or dimensions, particularly about a person or animal's physical stature or equipment or machinery's dimensions.
Examples:
Undersized shirt. Undersized appliance. The undersized team put up an impressive fight against their much larger opponents.
Quarterback.
The player in American football who typically leads the offense and is responsible for calling plays, passing the ball, and directing the team's overall strategy on the field.
Examples:
Elite quarterback. Backup quarterback. The coach decided to bench the starting quarterback after multiple turnovers.
Game-winning.
Of or relating to something that directly leads to or results in a victory or winning outcome, particularly in sports or games.
Examples:
Game-winning blast. Game-winning touchdown. The team's game-winning goal in the match's final seconds sent the fans into a frenzy.
Touchdown.
Of American football, a scoring play that occurs when the ball is carried, kicked, or fumbled into the opposing team's end zone, the act of touching down or landing, particularly in aviation or spaceflight.
Examples:
Touchdown pass. Touchdown celebration. The quarterback scored a touchdown in the game's final seconds to win it.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
Defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Champion.
Someone who has won first place in a competition, someone who fights for a specific group of people or a belief.
Examples:
A champion of peace. The grand champion. The champion bicyclist outrode all his competitors.
Hail.
To call out to someone to get their attention, often from a distance, to greet or welcome someone, especially with enthusiasm or admiration. Noun, precipitation in the form of small balls or lumps of ice that fall from the sky.
Examples:
Hail the victorious team with cheers. Hail forecast. People in the area were forced to hail a taxi due to the lack of public transportation options.
Stadium.
A large, usually roofless building with tiers of seats for spectators at sports or other events.
Examples:
Stadium seating. Stadium capacity. The baseball stadium was filled with excited fans eagerly awaiting the start of the game.
Excitement.
A feeling of great enthusiasm and eagerness.
Examples:
The excitement in the business world. Aesthetic excitement. The excitement of the upcoming concert was palpable among the crowd.
Dramatic.
Very sudden, very excellent, or full of action and excitement.
Examples:
Make dramatic changes. A dramatic rescue at sea. The statement had a dramatic impact on house prices.
Undergraduate.
A student who is studying for their first degree at a university or other higher education institution.
Examples:
Engineering undergraduate. Undergraduate course. The class was composed of both undergraduate and graduate students.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Enormous.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Enormous amount. Enormous potential. Shakespeare's output of poetry was enormous.
High profile.
Attracting much attention and interest from the public and media.
Examples:
High-profile lawyer. Become high-profile. Within 6 months, the research thesis became a high-profile scientific paper.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples.
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Supreme.
Highest in rank, level, or importance.
Examples.
The Supreme Commander. Justice of the Supreme Court. The supreme pleasure of life is the conviction that we are loved.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples.
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Televise.
To broadcast and transmit a television program or event through an electronic system to be watched by others.
Examples.
Televise the advertising contents. Televise on cable. The news channel plans to televise the live broadcast of the presidential debate.
Broadcast.
To send out a program or some information on radio or television.
Examples.
Broadcast a concert. Broadcast a radio ad. Most of the programs are broadcast in this area.
Restriction.
A limitation or constraint placed on something, or the act of limiting or constraining something.
Examples.
Nutritional restriction. Restriction on trade. The restriction on travel during the pandemic made it difficult for people to see their loved ones.
Illegal.
Not allowed by law.
Examples.
Illegal drugs. Child of illegal immigrants. The customs agents seized the illegal shipment.
Negotiate.
To have formal discussions with someone to reach an agreement.
Examples.
Negotiate a settlement. Negotiate the price of the house. We are always happy to negotiate a discount.
Floodgate.
A gate used to control the flow of water in a dam or waterway, a situation or event that allows a sudden and large release of something, such as information or emotion.
Examples.
Closing of the floodgate. Loose floodgates of grief. The company's innovative product release opened the floodgates for competitors to follow suit.
Athletics.
The physical activities or sports that involve physical exertion and competition, such as running, jumping, throwing, or walking.
Examples.
High school athletics. Professional athletics. She excelled in athletics during high school and went on to compete at the collegiate level.
Conflict.
A strong disagreement, argument, or a violent clash between two opposing groups or individuals.
Examples:
The conflict between good and evil. The long-standing conflict. He and I often had conflicts, not only in personality, but also in ideology.
Prioritize.
To assign a higher level of importance to something compared to other things.
Examples:
Prioritize tasks. Prioritize people over cars. The organization prioritized the needs of the community in its decision-making.
Promote.
To encourage or persuade people to like, buy, use, do, or support something, to raise someone to a higher position or rank.
Examples:
Promote a better relationship. Promote bad behavior. The government should do more to promote sustainable agribusiness.
Reinforce.
To strengthen or support something, especially by adding another material to it, to make emotion, idea, etc. stronger.
Examples:
Reinforce the military. Reinforce good behavior. We should reinforce the troops at the front line.
Disturb.
To interrupt someone who is trying to work, sleep, etc.
Examples:
Disturb the peace. Disturb his sleep. Tourists frequently disturb the island's delicate natural balance.
Racial.
Of or related to the race, equals classification of humans into groups based on physical traits or social relations.
Examples:
Racial prejudice. Racial and ethnic backgrounds. A minor racial conflict later led to a civil war.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Inequity.
A lack of fairness or justice, an unfair or unequal situation or practice.
Examples:
Inequity in education. Market inequity. There's an inequity in the criminal justice system that needs to be addressed.
Extraordinary.
Exceptional, unexpected, very unusual, surpassing the ordinary or usual.
Examples:
Extraordinary ability. Extraordinary weather. He narrated the extraordinary story of his adventure.
Revenue.
The income that a government receives from taxes or that a company earns from its business.
Examples:
Tax revenue, annual revenue. This graph indicates the city's tourism revenue over 5 years.
Pace.
The speed at which someone or something moves, or the rate at which something happens or changes.
Examples:
At your own pace. The runner's pace. The economy is growing at a supercharged pace.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
Engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Rank.
A position in a hierarchy of status or authority. Verb, to take or have a position relative to others.
Examples:
Rank amateur. High rank. He was promoted to the rank of captain in the military.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Expenditure.
The act of spending money, the total amount of money spent.
Examples:
Energy expenditure. Expenditure planning. Almost $1 billion in capital expenditure is still required.
Salary.
A fixed amount of money that employees, especially those who work in an office, receive for doing their job, usually paid every month.
Examples:
A handsome salary. Salary after taxes. What are your annual salary expectations?
Depart.
To go away or leave, especially to start a journey.
Examples:
Arrive and depart on time. Depart from the faith. We departed before the temperature fell below 0.
Lavish.
Large in amount and expensive or impressive.
Examples:
Lavish lifestyle. Enjoy a lavish trip abroad. He has earned lavish praise for his achievement.
Facility.
A building or place that provides a particular service or is used for a particular industry.
Examples:
A cell phone with an internet facility. Facility design. This company has an entire recycling facility, including major reprocessing plants.
Multimillionaire.
A person whose net worth is in millions of dollars.
Examples:
Multimillionaire businessman. Multimillionaire investor. He became a multimillionaire by the age of 30.
Administrator.
A person or organization responsible for managing and directing the affairs of a business, institution, government agency, or other organization, someone who administers, regulates, or supervises.
Examples:
School administrator, network administrator. The university's administrator announced new policies regarding campus safety.
Employ.
To give somebody a job and pay them for it, to make use of.
Examples:
Employ job seekers. Employ a new method. When making arrests, police officers frequently employ excessive force.
Elite.
Belonging to the wealthiest, most potent, best educated, or best trained group in a society.
Examples:
Earn elite status. Elite athlete. Very few educational elites go to Oxford or Cambridge.
Talent.
A natural ability to be good at something, someone who has a natural ability to be good at something.
Examples:
A person of diverse talents. Raw talent. Numerous great professional sports talents have come from this city.
Deny.
To state that one refuses to admit the existence or truth of something.
Examples:
Adamantly deny killing. Deny the allegations. He is still denying stealing the money from the cash register.
Tune.
A musical composition or set of musical notes that are played or sung. Verb, to adjust or set something to a specific condition or standard.
Examples:
The tune of a song. Tune a piano. The band played a beautiful tune on their instruments.
Exploitation.
The process of making some area of land or water more profitable or productive or useful.
Examples:
Sexual exploitation. The exploitation of fossil resources. Strategic exploitation of cutting-edge technology would be a sure formula for success.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Enforce.
To make sure that people obey a particular law, rule, or situation.
Examples:
Enforce the law. Enforce a contract. Governments make rules, and police enforce them.
Investigator.
A person whose job is to conduct an investigation or inquiry into something, often to gather information or evidence.
Examples:
private investigator, clinical investigator. The forensic investigator collected DNA samples from the crime scene to identify the perpetrator.
Collegiate.
Relating to or characteristic of a college or university, appropriate for or intended for college students or a college-educated audience.
Examples:
collegiate sports, collegiate education. The campus had a lively, collegiate atmosphere with many student activities and events.
Association.
A people or groups of people who have joined in a single organization together for a particular purpose, a social or business connection or relationship.
Examples:
word associations, a scholarship association. His membership in the association provided him with numerous benefits.
Profit.
Money that is earned in business or by selling things after deducting the costs involved.
Examples:
gross profit, make a profit. This business yields little profit.
Instance.
A particular example or single occurrence of something.
Examples:
for instance, notable instance. These articles cite 5 instances of climate change.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples:
chemical addition, addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Scholarship.
A grant of financial aid for a student to further their education.
Examples:
scholarship award, scholarship fund. She received a full scholarship to study abroad.
Ineligible.
Not eligible or qualified for something, barred from participation or consideration.
Examples:
ineligible candidate, ineligible for promotion. He was ineligible for the scholarship because he did not meet the academic requirements.
Transaction.
An instance of buying or selling something, the act or process of doing something.
Examples:
card with no foreign transaction fees, transaction balance. Electronic transactions remain incomplete due to system errors.
Scrutinize.
To examine carefully and critically, to inspect closely.
Examples:
scrutinize her belongings, scrutinize a suspect. The detective scrutinized the evidence for any clues.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Humiliate.
To cause someone to feel ashamed, embarrassed, or degraded, especially in public or through revealing personal information.
Examples:
humiliate him publicly. Humiliate the heckler in the audience. The boss humiliated her employee by belittling her in front of her colleagues.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Petty.
Of little importance, trivial or insignificant, characterized by an undue concern for small details or rules, mean or spiteful in trivial matters.
Examples:
petty crime. Petty cash. The petty arguments between coworkers were causing a toxic work environment.
Tattoo.
A form of body modification made by inserting ink, dyes, or pigments, either permanent or temporary, into the skin to form a design.
Examples:
a tattoo artist. A person who has a tattoo. Any activity on the internet will be stored as a digital tattoo for life.
Exchange.
To give something and receive something else in return, often with the implication that the items being traded are of equal or comparable value. Noun, the act of giving or taking something in return for something else, a place or system where goods or services can be bought, sold, or traded.
Examples:
exchange rate. Exchange a few friendly words. My sister and I frequently exchange books as we love reading.
Memorabilia.
Objects or items that are kept or collected because they are associated with a particular person, event, or period in history, items of sentimental value.
Examples:
memorabilia collection. Movie memorabilia. The museum had an impressive collection of sports memorabilia from famous athletes.
Scandal.
An action or event regarded as morally or legally wrong and causing general public outrage.
Examples:
scandal magazine. A corruption scandal. The political scandal rocked the nation and led to the resignation of several high-ranking officials.
Par.
A state of being equal to someone or something.
Examples:
above par performance, not up to par. Shares in the company finally fell below their par value.
Espionage.
The practice of spying or gathering confidential information about a country or organization for political or military purposes. The act of obtaining secret or confidential information by means of spies or secret agents.
Examples:
espionage tactics, industrial espionage. The cyber espionage operation was the work of a foreign government's army of hackers.
Suspend.
To stop something from continuing or being in force or effect, either temporarily or permanently, to hang something freely.
Examples:
suspend a decision, suspend fruits from the ceiling. The university suspended the most recalcitrant demonstrators.
Repay.
To give back or make restitution for money, debt, or other obligation that is owed, to compensate or reward someone for something done or given.
Examples:
repay a kindness, repay a debt. I must repay my loan on time to avoid late fees and penalties.
Unpaid.
Not yet paid, without payment.
Examples:
unpaid account, unpaid leave. Some employees claimed they were simply unpaid.
Sponsor.
To provide funds for a particular event, program, individual, etc., as a way of advertising.
Examples:
sponsor a contest, sponsor a local group. Our company sponsors numerous disabled athletes.
Decorate.
To add beauty or distinction to something by the addition of ornament, art, etc.
Examples:
decorate a wall, decorate for Christmas. They decorated the room with balloons and streamers for the birthday party.
Corporate.
Of or relating to a large company.
Examples:
corporate right, corporate environment. The corporate office has decided to lay off 10% of the workforce.
Logo.
A symbol or design that represents a company, organization, or product used on packaging, advertisements, and other materials.
Examples:
logo design, brand logo. The company's logo was on the side of the building.
Thereafter.
After that, subsequently.
Examples:
not long thereafter, for several weeks thereafter. He was promoted to manager, and thereafter, he began to make changes in the company.
Increasingly.
More and more.
Examples:
Increasingly become common. Face increasingly complicated challenges. Our company found it increasingly difficult to keep up with the competition.
Supposedly.
According to what is generally assumed or believed without actually knowing for sure.
Examples:
supposedly identical. Necklace supposedly made of pure gold. He is supposedly nominated for a Nobel Prize.
Wealth.
A large amount of money, property, or other things that someone or an organization owns.
Examples:
majority of his wealth. Material wealth. The wealth inequality was unavoidable.
Lure.
To tempt or persuade someone to do something.
Examples:
lure prey. Lure foreign investment. The salesperson used a special offer to lure customers into buying the product.
Injury.
Harm done to a person's or an animal's body caused by an accident or an attack.
Examples:
without injury. A fatal injury. My accidental injury got better right away.
Spinal.
Of or relating to the spine, equals the long bone in the body's back.
Examples:
spinal injury. Brain and spinal cord. The surgeon carefully confirmed how to remove the tumor to avoid damaging the spinal nerves.
Estimate.
To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something.
Examples:
estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion.
Division.
The act or outcome of splitting into separate parts, a critical organizational unit or sector.
Examples:
cellular division. Division chief. Which division of the company do you work in?
Suffer.
To experience pain, distress, or hardship, to undergo or endure something painful or unpleasant.
Examples:
suffer a setback. Suffer bad grades. The older man suffers from arthritis and finds it difficult to move around.
Chronic.
Being long-lasting and recurrent or characterized by long suffering, habitual.
Examples:
risk of chronic disease. Chronic alcohol consumption. Chronic hyperglycemia is a trigger for a variety of serious diseases.
Refuse.
To show that one is not willing to do or accept something.
Examples:
refuse a request. Refuse the company. My initial reaction was to refuse.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples:
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
Confer degree. Confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Graduate.
A person who has a first degree from university or college. Verb, to complete the first course of university or college and get a degree.
Examples:
Graduate degree program. Honor graduate. Many employers hire graduate trainees to train as managers.
Shuffle.
To move or mix around in a casual or unorganized way, to walk with short, dragging steps.
Examples:
Shuffle deck. Shuffle from side to side. She shuffled the cards before dealing them to the players.
Watered down.
Diluted or weakened by the addition of water or other substances, lacking in force, intensity, or purity as a result of dilution or weakening.
Examples:
Watered down solution. Watered down drink. The company released a watered down version of its popular software to appeal to a broader audience.
Conform.
To comply with standards, rules, or expectations set by others, to agree with or match something.
Examples:
Conform to the ISO standard. Conform with popular opinion. The company's new policy requires all employees to conform to the dress code.
Schedule.
A list of planned activities, tasks, or things that must be completed showing when they are intended to happen or be done.
Examples:
A heavy schedule. Arrange my schedule. So far, the meeting is going according to schedule.
Eligible.
Having the required qualities or satisfying the necessary criteria.
Examples:
Eligible candidates. Eligible for a refund. All those eligible will receive a substantial amount of money.
Intention.
Something you want to do and are going to do.
Examples:
Intention behind his decision. Clear intention. Our CEO's intentions are always transparent and straightforward.
Unacceptably.
In a way that is not acceptable or satisfactory.
Examples:
Unacceptably high prices. Unacceptably poor. The restaurant's service was unacceptably slow.
Industrious.
Hardworking, diligent, and persistent in effort.
Examples:
Industrious worker. Industrious student. He was known to be very industrious and would often work late into the night.
Institutionalize.
To establish or make something a part of an institution, equals a place such as a university, hospital, etc.
Examples:
Institutionalize a system. Institutionalize customary laws. The new policy aims to institutionalize the use of renewable energy sources.
Educate.
To provide or receive instruction or training over a period of time at a school, university, etc.
Examples:
Educate student. Educate public. The school's mission is to educate young children and prepare them for the future.
Achievement.
A thing that someone has accomplished, primarily through their effort and ability.
Examples:
Student achievement. A remarkable achievement. This achievement has never been formally accepted.
Educational.
Relating to education or providing knowledge or instruction.
Examples:
Educational system. Elevate educational standards. The museum offers a variety of educational programs for children and adults.
Neglect.
To not give enough care or attention to something, to leave something undone.
Examples:
Neglect to call. Neglect ethical issues. He neglected his health to make the project a success.
Oversee.
To watch and direct someone or something to make sure that it is being done correctly.
Examples:
Oversee the process. Properly oversee the staff. A committee was appointed to oversee a huge budget.
Entertainment.
Public shows, films, television, or other performances or activities of enjoying people.
Examples:
An elegant entertainment. Hour of entertainment. The hotel is famous for its entertainment, including the casino.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Essential.
Indispensable, fundamental.
Examples:
Essential amino acid. Essential commodities of life. Trial and error is an essential part of education.
Disproportionate.
too large or too small when compared with something else, or not deserving its importance or influence.
Examples:
Cause disproportionate damage. Disproportionate amount. This big gate is disproportionate to the small hut.
Millionaire.
A person who has material wealth that is valued at more than $1 million, pounds, euros, etc.
Examples:
Millionaire capitalist. Become a millionaire. The internet millionaire was captivated by the artist's paintings.
Largely.
Virtually entirely, to a large degree.
Examples:
Largely accepted. Largely mitigate the issue. Nevada is largely a desert state.
Dynamic.
Having a lot of energy, ideas, and enthusiasm and a strong personality, of or relating to dynamics, equals the branch of physics and engineering concerned with the forces that cause motions of bodies.
Examples:
A dynamic market. Dynamic person. The sprinter has a dynamic way of running.
Deprive.
To take away something from someone.
Examples:
Deprive others of profit. Deprive him of his status. He was deprived of his freedom when sentenced to life in prison.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Systemic.
Affecting or related to the whole of something, especially the human body or a society.
Examples:
The systemic arteries. Systemic reforms of the organization. This vaccine causes mild systemic side effects.
Plague.
Any epidemic disease with a high death rate, also called pest, a serious, sometimes fatal, infection spread by rats that causes fever and swellings on the body.
Examples:
Catch the plague. Deadly plague. Our farm experienced a plague of locusts this year.
Poll.
An inquiry into public opinion conducted by interviewing a random sample of people, the process of voting at an election.
Examples:
A pre-election poll. Public opinion polls. Several polls show a decline in the president's approval rating.
Staggering.
So shocking as to stun or overwhelm.
Examples.
Staggering number. A staggering defeat. The amount of money required was staggering.
Lawmaker.
A politician or legislator who is responsible for making and changing laws.
Examples.
Female lawmaker. Incumbent lawmaker. This company has increased political contributions to federal lawmakers.
Democracy.
A form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation, or to choose governing officials to do so.
Examples.
Democracy advocate. Principles of democracy. Democracy often entails inclusive capitalism as well.
Sever.
To break or separate something by cutting, especially suddenly and forcibly.
Examples.
Sever a rope. Sever a positive relationship. He severed a branch from a tree quickly.
Senator.
A member of a legislative body, especially a member of the U.S. Senate.
Examples.
Junior senator. Senator term. The hawkish senator gave a speech on the new bill in the Senate.
Representation.
The act of speaking, acting, or being present on behalf of someone officially, a statement of facts and reasons made in appealing or protesting.
Examples.
Sales representation. Binary representation. A person who has been declared incompetent should have legal representation.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something, noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples.
Stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Recognize.
To acknowledge or realize something or someone, to identify, remember, or become aware of something that was previously known or encountered.
Examples.
Recognize talent. Recognize achievement. It's important to recognize your strengths and weaknesses.
Ignore.
To intentionally not listen or pay attention to.
Examples.
Ignore her advice. Ignore a ban. Since independence, the area has been completely ignored.
Confront.
To face, meet or deal with a problem or difficult situation or person.
Examples.
Confront a global warming. Confront the issue. He finally decided to confront problems directly.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples.
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Acknowledge.
To accept or admit the existence, reality, or truth of something. To accept that someone or something has a particular authority or quality. To express obligation, thanks, or gratitude for someone's help, commitment, etc.
Examples.
Acknowledge the deed. Acknowledge his help. He never acknowledged his fault.
Afford.
To have enough money or time to be able to buy or do something.
Examples.
Afford to buy a new car. Afford a high travel cost. He cannot afford a holiday.
Virtually.
Almost completely.
Examples.
Virtually all countries. Virtually identical. Virtually all the parties signed the contract.
Distract.
To draw someone's attention away from what they are trying to do.
Examples.
Distract attention from the real issue. Distract public opinion. Please don't distract me while I'm studying.
Injustice.
A violation of the rights of others or the laws of a society.
Examples.
Gross injustice. Injustice system. The injustice of the court's decision angered many people and led to protests.
Retirement.
The fact or act of stopping working and leaving one's job.
Examples.
Retirement from politics. Impending retirement. This fund is responsible for disability and retirement benefits.
Resurrect.
To bring back to life or bring into existence again.
Examples.
Resurrect the dead. Resurrect an argument. They tried to resurrect the ancient tradition.
Bless.
To make or pronounce holy, to hallow, to consecrate, to sanctify.
Examples.
Bless him in my heart. Bless you. The priest blessed the couple as they knelt before him.
Quote.
To repeat or reproduce the words or statement of someone else, often acknowledging the source. To give an estimated cost or price for goods or services.
Examples.
Quote a source. Quote a price. In his speech, he quoted a famous philosopher to emphasize his point.
Insider.
A person who has privileged access to special or secret information about a particular organization or field.
Examples.
Insider trading. Company insider. He's a Wall Street insider with a lot of valuable information.
Irresponsible.
Not showing a proper sense of responsibility, not reliable.
Examples:
Irresponsible actions. Irresponsible behavior. It was irresponsible of him to drive home after drinking so much alcohol.
Disregard.
To pay no attention to or to ignore someone or something.
Examples:
Disregard for human rights. Disregard the rules. She disregarded all the warnings and proceeded with her dangerous plan.
Fan.
A person who admires and supports a person, group, sport, sports team, etc., a device for creating a current of air by the movement of a surface or surfaces.
Examples:
A film fan. Engine cooling fan. I'm a big fan of French food.
Allocate.
To give or distribute something, such as resources or duties, to someone or something for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Allocate resource. Allocate budgets. The company allocated a portion of its profits to developing new products.
Robust.
Sturdy and healthy in form, constitution, or construction, strong enough to withstand or overcome intellectual challenges or adversity.
Examples:
Robust growth. A robust appetite. The experiment yielded robust results that support his theory.
Entertain.
To keep a group of people interested or excited, to take into consideration an idea or feeling.
Examples:
Entertain a guest. Let me entertain you with music. He refused to entertain our proposal.
Representative.
Someone who speaks or acts officially on behalf of another person or group of people.
Examples:
An official representative. Sales representative. The media representatives had special passes.
Recourse.
A source of help or support, especially in a difficult or critical situation. The option or ability to seek or pursue something, particularly legal action or appeal.
Examples:
Recourse debt. Legal recourse. The government has no recourse but to raise taxes to fund public services.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Persistent.
Continuing firmly or obstinately in the course of action, despite difficulty or opposition, lasting or enduring without fading or being lost over time.
Examples:
Persistent cough. Persistent data. Despite the setbacks, He remained persistent in his pursuit of his dreams.
Overdue.
Past the expected or scheduled time, not completed or paid on time, delayed, tardy, or postponed.
Examples:
Overdue bill. Overdue task. Her library books were overdue, so she had to pay a fine to check out more.